Mr. Raj stood outside the tall iron gates of his large mansion. The sun was setting, painting the sky with orange and pink colors. After many years away, he was finally home. His heart felt heavy and full at the same time. He had spent most of his life building a big business. He had traveled to many countries, met many people, and made a lot of money. But now, all that wealth seemed less important. Raj took a deep breath and opened the gates. The large driveway led to a grand house with many windows shining softly in the evening light. The garden was neat, with flowers blooming quietly. But the house felt too quiet. Too empty. Inside, the silence was almost like a weight on Raj's chest. The sound of his own footsteps echoed as he walked through the marble hallway. He stopped for a moment and looked around. The walls were decorated with paintings from faraway places he had visited, but none of those pictures brought him joy now. All he could think about was his son. Aman. Raj's only child. Aman was a young boy of 7 years old. But Aman was different from other children. He was born with a condition that made it hard for him to move or talk. He used a wheelchair to get around, and he needed help with many things. Raj had not been home much during Aman's life. His work had taken him away from the family. Raj's wife had left some time ago. She said the house felt lonely and that Raj cared more about work than family. Raj didn't blame her. Maybe she was right. Now, Raj wondered if he had lost more than just his wife. What about his son? He quietly walked toward Aman's room. He could hear soft voices coming from inside. Raj paused and listened. It was the voice of Nia, the maid. Nia was a woman who had worked in the house for years. She was kind and gentle, always caring for Aman with patience and love. Raj had not paid much attention to her before, but today he was curious. He opened the door slowly and saw Nia sitting beside Aman. The boy was in his wheelchair, but Nia held his hand and spoke to him with a soft smile. "Come on, Aman," she said gently. "Let's try to stretch your arms today." Aman looked at her with big, dark eyes. His lips moved a little, but he did not speak. Nia's face was full of hope. Raj felt a strange feeling inside. He realized that Nia was more than just a maid. She was like a mother to Aman. She was the one who gave Aman comfort and care every day. For the first time in many years, Raj wanted to stay in the room. He wanted to see his son, not just as a child who needed help, but as a person who could feel and learn and grow. Nia noticed Raj at the door and smiled warmly. "Mr. Raj," she said softly, "Aman is happy to see you." Raj smiled back, but inside his heart was full of sadness. He had missed so many moments. He had missed Aman's first steps, first words, and all the small things that a father should see. Nia continued talking to Aman, telling him stories about the flowers in the garden and the birds outside the window. She asked him to reach for a toy nearby. Aman tried, moving his hands slowly, but Nia was patient and encouraging. Raj sat down quietly in a chair near the window. He watched Nia work with Aman and felt tears in his eyes. He thought about how different his life would be if he had stayed. He thought about the long nights he had spent in offices, the meetings, the flights, the money. And now, he saw that what really mattered was the love and care he had missed giving to his son. Outside the window, the sun was going down. The sky was turning dark blue, but the room was warm and bright because of the love inside it. Raj made a silent promise to himself. He would do everything he could to be a better father to Aman. He would learn to care for his son the way Nia did. He would be there not just in body, but in heart. For now, he would watch and learn. For now, he would start again. The next morning, the mansion woke up slowly. Sunlight poured through the large windows, lighting up the expensive furniture and shiny floors. But in one small room, something quiet and beautiful was happening. Aman sat in his wheelchair by the window. His dark eyes looked outside at the garden where birds sang and flowers swayed in the gentle breeze. He could not speak, but his eyes were full of wonder. Every day was a new challenge for him. His body did not work the way he wanted, but inside, Aman's heart was full of dreams. Nia entered the room softly. She carried a small basket with colorful toys and books. She smiled when she saw Aman watching the garden. "Good morning, Aman," she said gently. "Are you ready for our day?" Aman blinked slowly and gave a small smile. Nia carefully lifted him from the wheelchair and placed him on a soft mat on the floor. She always did this with so much care, as if Aman was the most precious thing in the world. Nia started to help Aman move his arms and legs. She spoke softly, encouraging him. "Let's try to reach for the blue ball, Aman. You can do it." Aman tried to move his hand toward the ball, but it was slow and difficult. Sometimes, his muscles felt weak, and frustration showed on his face. But Nia never gave up. She helped him again and again, always patient, always kind. Outside the room, Raj stood quietly, watching from a distance. He did not want to disturb, but he could not look away. The love between Nia and Aman was clear. It was a love that did not need words. Raj thought about his own life. He had money, power, and success. But he had never learned how to be patient like Nia. He had never understood what it meant to care for someone so small, so vulnerable. For a moment, Raj felt ashamed. He had missed so many years of Aman's life. But now, he wanted to change. He wanted to be there for his son, even if it meant learning things he had never known before. Nia noticed Raj at the door and smiled. "Would you like to help today, Mr. Raj?" she asked softly. Raj nodded, feeling nervous. He stepped into the room, unsure of what to do. Nia guided him gently. "Just be calm and patient," she said. "Aman can feel your love." Raj sat on the floor beside Aman. He reached out and held Aman's small hand. The boy looked up at him with bright eyes. Raj felt a warmth inside his chest he had never known before. Together, Raj and Nia helped Aman stretch his arms and legs. It was slow work, but every small movement was a victory. Raj smiled when Aman managed to touch the blue ball for the first time that morning. "This is wonderful," Raj whispered. "I never knew how strong Aman is." Nia nodded. "He is very strong. But he needs love and patience." Days turned into weeks, and Raj stayed at home more and more. He learned how to care for Aman, how to be gentle, and how to listen even when words were not spoken. Nia became more than just a maid to Raj. She was a teacher, a guide, and a friend. She showed him how to understand Aman's silent world. One afternoon, Raj found himself sitting in the garden, watching Aman and Nia play quietly. Aman laughed softly when Nia showed him colorful pictures from a book. Raj's heart felt full. He realized that love did not need money or fancy things. It needed time, attention, and kindness. Raj also saw how much Nia gave to Aman every day. She was patient when Aman was tired or scared. She was joyful when Aman made progress. She never asked for anything in return. Raj wanted to thank her, but words were not enough. That evening, Raj sat by Aman's bedside. He took his son's hand and whispered, I am here now, Aman. I will never leave you again. Aman blinked slowly and smiled. Raj felt tears in his eyes. For the first time, Raj understood that true happiness was not about business or money. It was about being present, being patient, and loving without limits. Nia's silent struggle with Aman was teaching Raj the greatest lesson of all, how to be a father. The days passed quietly at the big house. Raj was slowly learning the rhythm of life he had missed so long. Each morning, he woke up with a new hope to be better for Aman. One afternoon, Raj decided to take a walk through the hallway that led to Aman's room. He had started spending most of his time near his son, watching Nia's gentle care. Today, as he walked softly on the wooden floor, he heard a strange noise. It was not the usual calmness or quiet voice of Nia talking to Aman. Instead, it was the sound of soft humming mixed with the faint struggle of effort. Curious, Raj stopped at the door and looked inside. What he saw made his heart beat faster. Nia was not just sitting beside Aman anymore. She was lifting him slowly out of his wheelchair. Aman's small body was heavy, and Nia's face showed the strain of the effort, but she moved carefully, like she was holding a fragile treasure. Raj's eyes filled with surprise and something deeper admiration. Nia placed Aman on a soft mat on the floor. The boy looked calm but uncertain. Nia smiled and whispered, "Today, Aman, we will try something new. You are strong, and I believe in you." Raj watched as Nia gently guided Aman's hands and legs to stretch and move. She helped him try to reach a small toy placed a little distance away. Aman tried hard, his tiny muscles trembling with the effort. His face showed a mix of frustration and determination. Nia encouraged him softly, never rushing, never giving up. Raj felt a strange emotion rising inside him. For the first time, he saw Aman as more than a child who needed care. He saw Aman as a brave fighter, struggling every day to do what others could do easily. Nia's care was not just about helping with daily needs. It was about hope, about pushing boundaries gently and lovingly. Raj moved closer, still silent. He did not want to disturb, but his heart wanted to join in. Nia noticed Raj and smiled. "Come, Mr. Raj," she said kindly, "would you like to help Aman today?" Raj nodded without hesitation. He sat down next to Aman and reached out to hold his hand. Aman looked up and blinked slowly, as if he recognized his father after a long time. Raj whispered, "I'm here, Aman. Let's try together." Together, they worked with Aman, helping him stretch, move, and reach. It was slow, and sometimes Aman's body tired quickly, but Nia and Raj never stopped encouraging him. Raj felt tears in his eyes. He thought of all the years lost, the moments he could never get back. But in this small room, filled with love and hope, he found a new beginning. Later that evening, Raj sat by the window, looking at the stars. He thought about Nia and Aman, about patience and strength. He knew life would not be easy, but he also knew that love could change everything. He decided then that he would not be the same man who left his family behind. He would be there for Aman and Nia, not just with words, but with heart and action. The mansion felt less empty now. It was filled with small victories, quiet moments of joy, and the beginning of healing. Raj smiled softly to himself. The journey was just starting, but for the first time in a long time, he felt ready. The sun was warm, shining gently through the curtains of Aman's room. Raj sat quietly in the corner, watching Nia and his son. He had come a long way from the busy businessman who rarely noticed his family. Now, he was learning what it meant to care with his whole heart. Today was different. Raj saw Nia carefully place Aman on the soft mat on the floor. She smiled at him gently and said, "We will try some exercises today, Aman. It will be hard, but you are brave." Aman's eyes searched Nia's face, trusting her completely. Raj noticed how much patience Nia had. She did not rush Aman. She waited for him, letting him try at his own pace. Nia began to move Aman's arms slowly, helping him stretch. She spoke softly, encouraging him every step of the way. "You're doing well, Aman. Keep trying." Raj was amazed to see how Aman's small hands moved, trying to reach a bright red ball placed a little distance away. The boy's face showed a mix of effort and determination, and sometimes frustration, but Nia was there to hold his hand, to support him. Then, something happened that Raj had never imagined. Nia gently helped Aman lift his upper body off the mat. With careful support, she helped him balance as if encouraging him to try standing, even if only for a moment. Raj's eyes widened in surprise. He had never seen Aman try to stand before. Nia's face was calm and full of hope. She whispered softly, "You can do it, Aman. I believe in you." For Aman, it was a difficult moment. His small body trembled, and his muscles felt weak. But with Nia's support, he held himself up for a few seconds. It was not much, but it was enough to fill the room with hope. Raj felt a sudden rush of emotion. Tears welled up in his eyes. He had thought such a moment was impossible. Yet here it was, happening in front of him because of Nia's love and care. He stepped closer and gently touched Aman's back. "You are very strong, Aman," he said quietly. Aman looked at Raj and blinked slowly, as if trying to say, "I am trying." Raj smiled through his tears and knelt down beside his son. "We will do this together," he promised. Nia nodded, her eyes shining. "Together, we will help Aman grow stronger." From that day on, Raj decided to be more than just a visitor in Aman's life. He wanted to learn everything: how to help, how to encourage, and how to love without limits. He watched Nia closely, learning her gentle ways. He helped Aman every day, pushing aside his old busy life. The mansion, once full of silence and loneliness, now echoed with quiet laughter and small victories. One afternoon, Raj found himself playing a simple game with Aman. They tried to roll a soft ball between them. Aman's eyes lit up when he managed to touch the ball. Raj's heart swelled with pride. He realized that sometimes, the greatest gift was not money or success. It was time spent with those you love. Nia's unthinkable act helping Aman try to stand had changed everything. Raj understood that love could bring hope where there was once despair. And he was ready to walk this new path, hand in hand with Aman and Nia. The days continued quietly in the mansion, but something inside Raj was changing. He was no longer the distant father who thought his work was the most important thing in the world. Now, his heart was slowly opening to the world. Aman lived in a world filled with small challenges and big hopes. One morning, Raj woke up early and walked to Aman's room before anyone else was awake. The sunlight was soft, and the air smelled fresh. He found Aman sitting in his wheelchair by the window, watching the birds outside. Raj sat beside him, careful not to startle the boy. "Good morning, Aman," he said softly. Aman blinked slowly and looked at his father. Raj reached out and gently held his son's hand. For a moment, there was a quiet connection between them, a silent understanding that words could not express. Nia entered the room carrying a tray with breakfast. She smiled at Raj and then looked at Aman with loving eyes. "Are you ready for today's practice, Aman?" she asked gently. Aman gave a small nod. Nia helped him onto the soft mat, just like every day. Raj watched closely, feeling a mixture of hope and fear. He wanted to see progress, but he also wanted to protect his son from pain. Nia began the exercises slowly, moving Aman's arms and legs with care. She spoke softly, telling Aman how strong he was and how proud she was of him. Raj noticed something different today. As Nia guided Aman's hands toward a bright yellow ball, Aman reached out faster than before. His fingers touched the ball, and for the first time, he smiled. Raj's heart leaped with joy. He looked at Nia, who was smiling too. "He is awakening," she said quietly. "His body is learning, slowly but surely." Raj wanted to cry. He had never felt so full of hope. For years, he had thought Aman's condition was permanent, unchangeable. But now, with Nia's care and love, he saw that there was a chance for something better. Days turned into weeks, and Raj became more involved. He learned how to help Aman move gently, how to lift him carefully, and how to celebrate every small victory. Nia taught Raj how to understand Aman's silent world. She showed him how to read the little signals, the blink of an eye, the movement of a finger that meant more than words could say. Raj found himself talking to Aman more, even if Aman could not speak back. He read stories aloud, sang soft songs, and told Aman about the world outside the mansion. One afternoon, Raj took Aman outside to the garden for the first time. The fresh air, the green grass, and the sound of birds made Aman smile. Raj watched as Nia helped Aman reach out to touch the leaves of a tree. Aman's face lit up with wonder. Raj realized how much he had missed by being away. He thought about the years lost, but he also saw the chance to make new memories now. That evening, Raj sat quietly in his study, thinking about his life. He remembered the busy days filled with meetings and phone calls. Now, those things seemed less important. He understood that success was not about money or power. It was about love, presence, and care. Raj felt a deep gratitude for Nia. She was more than a maid, she was a light in their lives. Her love for Aman was pure and strong. She never gave up, even on the hardest days. Raj knew he owed her more than words could say. He promised himself that he would support her and Aman forever. The next morning, Raj spoke with Nia privately. "Thank you," he said sincerely. "You have given Aman hope, and you have given me a chance to be a better father." Nia smiled gently. "It is my honor to care for Aman," she replied. "Together, we can help him grow." Raj looked at her with respect. "I want to learn from you. Please teach me how to be here for Aman." Nia nodded, her eyes full of warmth. "We will learn together." From that day forward, Raj became a part of Aman's world. He was no longer just the man who owned the mansion. He was a father who loved, cared, and hoped. The mansion was no longer a lonely place. It was filled with the quiet strength of a family healing, growing, and living with hope. Raj often watched Aman's small hands reach for the bright ball or his eyes follow a bird outside the window. Every small step was a victory, a reminder that love can bring light to even the darkest places. And with Nia and Aman by his side, Raj knew that this was only the beginning of a new, beautiful journey. The mansion felt different now. It was no longer a place of silence or loneliness. Every corner seemed to hold small moments of hope and love. Raj had changed, and so had the house. Raj woke up early one morning, excited and nervous. He had promised himself that today he would spend the whole day with Aman and Nia. He wanted to be more than just a visitor, he wanted to be part of their daily life. When Raj entered Aman's room, he found Nia already there, preparing the space for their morning practice. Aman was in his wheelchair, looking out the window with his big, curious eyes. "Good morning, Aman," Raj said softly, sitting beside him. Aman blinked slowly and gave a small smile. Raj's heart warmed. It was a simple greeting, but for him, it was a new beginning. Nia smiled at Raj. "Today, we will try something different," she said. "We will work on balance and movement." Raj watched closely as Nia helped Aman onto the soft mat. Then, with careful hands, she guided him to sit upright. Raj noticed how gentle Nia was, how much patience she had. She spoke softly to Aman, encouraging him with every small effort. Raj wanted to help. He knelt down beside them and reached out to hold Aman's hand. Aman looked at him with trust. "Let's try this together," Raj whispered. Nia showed Raj how to support Aman's back and arms. Slowly, with their help, Aman balanced for a few seconds longer than before. Raj felt a rush of happiness. After the exercises, Raj decided to take Aman outside to the garden. It was a bright, sunny day. The flowers were blooming, and the birds were singing. Nia helped Aman into his wheelchair, and Raj pushed him gently along the garden path. Aman looked around with wonder, his eyes following a butterfly as it flew by. Raj felt joy he had never known before. This was the first time he had taken Aman outside like this. It was a small step, but to Raj, it was huge. As they moved slowly, Raj talked softly to Aman. He told him about the colors of the flowers and the sounds of the birds. Even though Aman could not speak, Raj felt that his son was listening. Later, Raj noticed something surprising. Aman reached out and touched a flower with his small hand. Raj smiled. "You did that, Aman," he said proudly. Nia looked at Raj and nodded. Aman is learning to connect with the world. Every small touch is a big step. That evening, Raj sat with Nia in the quiet kitchen. He wanted to understand more about how to care for Aman. "Nia," Raj said, "you have done so much for Aman. How do you keep going, even when it is hard?" Nia looked thoughtful. "Love is stronger than any difficulty," she said softly. "When you love someone, you find the strength to keep trying, no matter what." Raj nodded, feeling the truth of her words deep inside. "I want to be that kind of father for Aman," Raj said. "I want to learn how to love him the way you do." Nia smiled warmly. "You are already on the right path, Mr. Raj. The most important thing is to be present. To be patient. To never give up." Raj felt hope growing inside him. He knew the road ahead would not be easy. There would be challenges and hard days. But he was ready to face them with his son and Nia by his side. From that day, Raj made a new promise to be there for Aman in every way he could. To be patient, kind, and loving. To learn from Nia and to never forget the power of hope. The bond between Raj, Aman, and Nia grew stronger each day. They became a family not because of blood or money, but because of love and care. And in that big old mansion, filled with sunlight and laughter, a new story was being written, a story of courage, patience, and the unbreakable power of love. Months had passed since Raj returned to his family. The mansion, once silent and cold, was now filled with quiet joy and hope. Raj had changed deeply. He was no longer just a businessman chasing success, he was a father who truly understood what love meant. Aman was growing stronger every day. His small hands reached out more easily, his eyes sparkled with curiosity, and sometimes, a soft smile would light up his face. Nia's care and Raj's presence were like sunshine and rain, helping Aman bloom in his own way. One early morning, Raj woke up with a feeling he could not explain. He walked to Aman's room, where Nia was already gently helping Aman stretch his arms. "Good morning, Aman," Raj said softly. Aman looked at his father with his big dark eyes, blinking slowly. Raj felt his heart swell with love. Today was special. Raj had planned a surprise. He wanted to show Aman that no matter what the future held, they would face it together. He had arranged for a small garden party outside, with colorful flowers, balloons, and soft music playing in the background. Nia helped Aman into his wheelchair and pushed him gently out to the garden. Raj followed closely behind, his heart beating fast with excitement. When Aman saw the garden, his eyes widened with wonder. The bright colors, the gentle breeze, and the laughter of a few close friends made the place feel alive. Raj sat beside Aman and smiled. "This is for you, my son," he said quietly. "A new beginning for all of us." Nia stood nearby, watching with tears in her eyes. She had been a part of this family through its hardest days and was now witnessing its most beautiful moments. As the party went on, Raj found himself holding Aman's hand. For the first time, he felt truly connected not just as a father, but as a friend. He looked at Nia and said, "Thank you, Nia. You have given us more than care. You have given us hope." Nia smiled gently. Hope is the most powerful gift of all. Later that evening, as the sun began to set, Raj sat beside Aman and whispered, "We will face everything together, Aman. I promise." Aman blinked slowly and gave a soft smile. It was a small moment, but for Raj, it meant the world. He knew the journey ahead would have challenges, but now he was ready. With Nia's love and Aman's courage, they could face anything. Raj understood that true wealth was not money or power. It was the love they shared and the strength they found in each other. The billionaire who once thought success was everything had learned the most important lesson of all, that family, love, and hope are the greatest treasures in life. And so, in that big old mansion, under the glowing sunset, a new chapter began. One filled with love, patience, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow.